was talking to a fellow Midwesterner, Trevor Bock. Trevor, welcome to the show.
Yeah, great to be on it. Thanks for having me. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I always love it when I get back to the Midwest and talk to some people. Close to. We didn't get a chance to talk, but I'm a originally suburban Chicago kid.
The Windy City, okay.
Yeah, so I'm a little Windy City-ish, and so Trevor's an operations manager over at Starlin Global. Kind of talking a little bit about it, a little bit of a startup, and but past the startup. So we're going to get a little bit of that story in a minute. Trevor, we do, part of the show, the inspiration for part of the show is the Jar Live podcast. I traveled to 96 cities so far, interviewed 330 people around the country with this big, beautiful jar, one of these jars filled with these amazing questions. And whoa, they're flying out.
Oh yeah, they've got a mind of their own. Look at that. How exciting.
Yeah, they certainly do.
Yeah.
I had a funny one yesterday. We were talking pre-chatting, or 2 days ago, pre-chatting with the guest, and something she said ended up being her question.
Oh, how ironic.
It was really
That's awesome. I mean, right?
The chances, 444
Seriously,
questions.
That's crazy.
444 questions. Okay, so I got my question. Let's go through this. And Trevor, in about 25 minutes or so, we'll grab one for you, and I'll read it for you. So let's see. This one's for me. Do you have hope for the future?
Ooh.
So I love kind of fun because I just talked about my immediate future is on this road trip, kind of a last road trip after a couple of years of traveling since I left Asia without a home. And I haven't had an apartment or anything for 2 years, living out of this van and hotels, Airbnbs, and suitcases. So here I am, kind of my last nostalgic journey north and planting some roots in Portland. I really look forward to it. And so I got gigantic hope for the future right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you have to be positive, Ken, because like you said, there is a lot of great things going on in the world, but it is crazy. If you watch the news, it's like, oh my God, do I even want to watch the news?
It's funny. I was just listening. I've been listening to a lot. I've kind of got back to something I used to listen to when I was in the car, which is motivational tapes, speakers and ideas, people talking about, your mind and all kinds of, kind of motivational stuff.
Yeah.
And one of these guys, boy, I don't know how old the episodes are, but they're probably 50 years old. These episodes and the words and certainly what he's talking about. And he was funny because he was saying, what do you feed your mind? What do you feed yourself in the morning? What do you have for breakfast? He's one of these motivational guys.
Yeah.
And he kind of said, well, what I eat is I eat breakfast and I eat this and I eat a good breakfast. And then, what I don't do is I don't open the newspaper. I don't sit down and for 2 hours fill my brain with death, destruction, bad markets, bad people, bad leaders, wars, rapes, accidents. And he goes, and it's funny because it's literally a 50-year-old show.
Yeah. Wow, which is insane to think about if you really, I mean, I don't blame it, right?
It's the same thing today, Trevor. So nothing's changed. The newspaper and the news and Twitter or CNN or MSNBC or Fox News, it's all filled with garbage we shouldn't be putting in our heads.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a really strong point, Ken. I mean, like people think, oh, as time goes on, the world gets worse or this and that. No, 50 years ago is the same as it's like a literally reflection in the mirror, right? Like you said. So I think it's important for us to realize, hey, let's not focus on all the bad, but look between the lines and find the good.
And he put up with it for a few seconds, and then he wanted to get down and run. Yeah, he's an active little fella, aren't you? Aren't you? Aren't you? Aren't you? Aren't you? You're too excited. Are you going to show off? Sit. Good boy.
Oh, wow.
Good boy. Treats are the great. You spin him around.
Hey, I'm trying to video you. Go play with that again.
Go get that. Go get that. Oh, phew. That's exhausting. What about this water? You carry the fish. Uh-oh, that's not going to be so sanitary. Jasper! There you go. Treat, treat, treat. Okay, we found some of Hannah's old cat toys. He loves it, he knocks.
Okay. Trevor, if you could wake up tomorrow with 3 new skills, what would they be?
Ooh,
Well, there's a
awesome
thinker.
question. I love this question.
That's a thinker.
You know, probably number one, being able to fly. That's like the biggest thing for
Excellent
me.
skill.
I mean, I'm gonna save like a ton on airfare, so definitely want to put that on the top of the list.
Absolutely. I love it.
And then I would say, you know, maybe I would say I think number two is really how you know, what's the best way that I can enhance my LinkedIn profile to be like yours?
Get some. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait 40 years. You'll be there.
Yeah, I certainly hope so, Ken. I really do.
Yeah. Just wait
number
40 years.
Yeah. Time heals everything. Time changes. You know what? Number three, it's got to be. You know, how do I predict the lottery numbers for 2024?
Yeah.
Mega Millions.
I had one for you. What about reading minds? Would you? want
Ooh,
to be
that's
able
a
to
good
read
one.
minds?
That's
Would
a
you
good
want?
one.
Would you want to?
You know what? I don't think so, Ken. I can't